Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. My name is Todd. This is the reaction stream. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button if you're watching live via Twitch. If you're watching later on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a good one. These are all member-requested videos off of toddreacts.com. If you would like to become a member, you can certainly do so, toddreacts.com. All the tiers you see before you are requesting tiers. So you just have to read the finer details and join up today, and you literally get to guide the stream. You control it. It's in your hands. This journey, this adventure we're on together, it is in your hands. So good luck. Please be gentle. We have the winter collection of merch available as well. Ships worldwide, available for a limited time only. 15% off for website members. Quality is guaranteed on every single order. So go ahead and check out all that is there. And of course, if you're watching at a later date, like I said, go ahead and check out the YouTube channels. Hit the subscribe button. Over 14,800 of you have already done so. I appreciate it greatly. It's a free and easy way to support the channel, of course. There's over 1,200 videos in the backlog. If you're watching live via Twitch and you have no idea that's where the backlog is, that's where it is. All the VODs. So go ahead and check that out. And of course, we have playlists as well. Tons of them. Tons of them. If I've reacted to something usually 3 times, maybe twice, there's usually a playlist of it. So go ahead and check it out. Tons of them. What are some of the most populated? I think it's like Doctor Who, certainly. Vampire Diaries, of course. 30 Formula 1 videos. That's surprising. 27 Critical Role, 18 Interview with the Vampire, 51 Smosh videos. Whoa. That was kind of surprising. Although I've definitely done quite a few. 40 Sprina Centric off of General Hospital. 3 iCarly. 5 Outer Banks. Anyway, go ahead and check it out at your leisure. And of course, last but certainly not least, the Discord. Over 343 members, I think, at this point. 44, maybe, in the Discord. Lots of great people in there. If you've enjoyed the comments at all on YouTube or whatever, maybe the chat on Twitch, definitely join us in there. We do a monthly Discord-only stream, so it goes right to the Discord. So as long as you're in there, you are invited. You get a ticket, if you will. It's a fun place. Friends have been made, all that good stuff. We have tons, as you can, well, at the top it tells you I'm live, which is super handy, of course. But as you can see, we do have a ton of fandom channels in here, as well as community channels as well. So, you know, I said as well twice. To get to know each other, of course. We're all, you know, from all over the world. So it's kind of interesting to see what other people are eating, where they're going, what they're doing, what they're enjoying, etc. It's kind of amazing. So go ahead and join us in there. And yeah, let's go ahead and go over the schedule, lineup, whatever you want to call it. We're going to start off with Mark and Lexi, Love of My Life. This is from Grey's Anatomy. And then after that, we have a compilation of compilation of clips, really, of Sean and Maya from Girl Meets World. That's the name of it. And then after that, we have Revenant, which I immediately think of Leonardo DiCaprio getting mauled by a bear. But apparently this is something else. It's not The Revenant. It's just Revenant. No bears involved, maybe. I don't exactly know if it does or not. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll be on bear watch. And then after that, we have a PondPhuwin compilation, if you will. So that should be very interesting. We've done quite a few to PondPhuwin. And then we will end stream with Shane and Ilya from, of course, Heated Rivalry. That'll be a nice little compilation. This is going to be kind of a short stream. I know last week's was kind of short just because the videos kind of worked out that way. It's working out that way again. These are all fairly short. So it's going to be quick and awesome and amazing. It won't last long, but it'll be amazing. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. We'll start with the first one. It's Mark and Lexi. Mark and Lexi, love of my life. This is from Grey's Anatomy. The editor said, oh boy, the editor said this was painful to make. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm assuming due to the crying emoji, it's bad. Very sad moments ahead. Been watching Grey's Anatomy, and these two destroyed me. Okay, it's bad. It's definitely bad. Context clues. There's 2 crying emojis. I mean, we're in for something here. But let's go ahead and pull it up and jump into it, shall we? All right, let's start this over. Accidentally hit the mouse. You can see it's Eric Dane there. There we go. Love of my life.
I love you. I don't ever want to live without you. You changed my life. Did you say it?
And if you keep pulling at me, I'll come back to you.
I want another chance. I'm in love with you. Lexi left.
You still love Lexi. And the reasons that you broke up, little Sloan and the baby, they're not reasons anymore.
And Sloan's gone. There's no baby.
Please, just leave me alone.
I miss you. I miss you.
So we're done. We have to be.
I'm crazy about you.
Try to tell him that I still love him.
God, this is kind of difficult to watch.
They think that we're ugly, but I know that we're beautiful. I think our relationship just ended.
I love you. I love Lexi. Loved.
So you two are together.
Looks like we are. Well, if you had a partner, who would it be?
Oh, well, that's easy. Lexi Gray.
How the hell did you get me in this position twice?
Mark, I have a boyfriend. And then realize that you let the love of your life get away.
I'm still in love with you.
I love you.
That I loved her. I should have said it earlier.
Obviously, the timing is all jumbled, but I mean, it's like, I still love you. I mean, you could get back together, I guess. But
She's smart. She's beautiful.
obviously, things were
She's perfect.
not working out.
As my husband, a sister, and 2 brothers.
Timing is never right.
I have everything I always wanted.
Mark's moving on. He forgot about me.
And everything is terrible. But I don't want to love you. I want to be happy.
There is nothing between me and Mark.
You're the one who put me back together.
But there is a thing.
When there's no guarantee that time is gonna be there.
And it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh no, the
two people
plane
can really love
crash.
each other, and it just isn't enough.
And if I can have a part in making her happy again, that's all I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm letting you go, Lexi. But it's not gonna happen again, ever.
You and I, we don't work.
I can't even look at you right now.
What if Mark is my soulmate? Meant to be. How do you not care?
Oh gosh.
I'm still learning. Lexi's waiting for me. I'll be okay.
Don't waste one single minute.
Oh my gosh. Oh, with a Taylor Swift song thrown on it. Oh boy. Whoo. That's a tearjerker. This was made, no wonder it was difficult to make. This was made 3 months ago, published. I wonder what that means. I wonder what happened 3 months ago. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw out some much deserved love. Also check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. And the reason I say that is obviously because... There we go. Took me long enough. It's because Eric Dane died 3 months ago, basically. February 20th. Actor best known for his roles on Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria. Died less than a year after revealing he had... Oh boy. How do I even say that? ALS. Lateral sclerosis. Oh, come on. Oh, BBC, what is this? What is this, BBC? Get out of here. I will not. Oh, man. Is there no way out of this? They really lock themselves down like this? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, you know what? I don't need to read the rest of that. I know what happened. He unfortunately passed. Literally a year after the announcement, which is just so fast. Usually it's a little bit, well, usually it's hard to say this with medical stuff, but usually it takes a little bit longer to deteriorate with ALS. So it was really, really awful to see him kind of go that fast. I guess part of me is also like, well, it is fast, but it also, this video was actually made 1 week before he passed. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. That timing is crazy. That timing is crazy. Jeez. Appreciate that, Megan. Part of me is like, yeah, it's brutal he went fast, but the other part of me is like, maybe it was less, extended exposure to the downfall, basically, the deterioration aspect of it, which I'm assuming could be extremely painful and really torturous. So maybe it was a little good that he went a little quick. I know it's terrible to say, but when you're in that situation, you're in the pain, and it's just kind of an everyday thing. Moments do matter, of course. When you're the family, it does. Absolutely. And I've definitely gone through that personally. Every moment is a great moment. But boy, I can't help but think, through the lens of the person actually going through it and just how brutal that could be. And I'm sure they're torn as well. Part of them is probably like, okay, like this is not pleasant, but obviously a portion of them still is quite fond of being here and enjoying their loved ones and whatnot. So it is a tricky situation. Yeah, it's a shame. It really is. I've recently saw a stand-up comedian that has ALS, and he's had it for a while. I've seen him over the years. Like I went and looked at videos over the years, and he's kind of deteriorated quite a bit, the condition. But he's still hanging on and doing his thing and, performing, which, makes him happy, which is nice. But yeah, it's hopefully you're in the position where you're feeling okay, and some days are probably better than others, right? That's kind of the classic medical issue statement. Some days will be better than others, but yeah, it's really brutal. It's really sad. I never watched Grey's Anatomy. I haven't. But, boy, you don't have to watch something and, stick to someone's character and really enjoy them and ship them with other people to really just latch on to the actor themselves. Like, that can be, many actors I've never quite watched their stuff, but then they pass and I can't help but feel a little grief. It's not a fun experience. And I think you get a little bit more grounded, a little bit more attached to that feeling after you go through it. It becomes visceral in a way where you just, beforehand, it used to just go right over, I used to just go, oh, that's a shame. Anyway, and now it's just, I take that pause. I have that moment of reflection, which I never used to have. Especially if it's somebody who wasn't in my life or whatever, I would just go, oh, that's sad, and then move on. On to the next. Anyway, what was I doing? But now it's just, once you go through it, it's hard to not take that step, take that breath of like, oh, and just kind of think of the people that love them and the people that were in their life and how brutal that end is. And it's just, oh my gosh. It's kind of crazy how it affects you in ways that you didn't quite see coming. Even if it's somebody you're not even aware of. It'll, still hit you Very interesting. We got Lexi Gray to Meredith. I don't know how you get up in the morning. I honestly don't. Our dad abandoned you. Yikes. And your mom, by all accounts, was the meanest person ever. And you can't let Derek love you. And it all really, really sucks. But ever since I knew you existed, I had this fantasy about my big sister, and you have failed on every occasion to live up to that fantasy. But I still love you, whether you're capable of letting me or not. So I forgive you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Whoa. That is wow. Jeez. That's quite, I don't know what to make of that. That's like a very, well, it's a very heart-to-heart talk. But oh my gosh. It's like, here's all these terrible things about you. And then also, I forgive you. So I don't know the context, obviously. Obviously, they were not very close. I think that context is clear. Didn't have the greatest relationship. And yeah, this was, boy, I guess it's good to forgive, but clearly no forgetting is happening. You know what I mean? Like that was quite the list. Was the daughter of Susan and Thatcher Gray, half-sister of Meredith, surgical resident at Seattle Grace Mercy West Hospital, until she died in the plane crash. Ooh. After her death, the hospital was renamed after her and Mark Sloan, the two fatal casualties from the plane crash. That is so brutal. When Lexi found out that she had a sister through her father, she began to have fantasies of getting along with her. Soon, she went to Seattle Grace for a residency in hopes of meeting her. While Meredith did not appreciate Lexi's presence at first, over time, Meredith eventually started to like her and accepted her as a sister. Lexi also confronted Meredith about her mistreatment of her on quite a few occasions. That's probably what that is. All with the good intentions of letting Meredith get to know her. After a very long time, Meredith began to care about her and eventually admitted she loved Lexi. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that quote had a happy ending. Love that. Because that was not a happy ending when I read that quote. But I'm glad the context is there, and yeah, that's good. That's really nice. Very, very nice. That's so brutal. So brutal. Mark and Lexi's relationship started to get troubled when Sloan Riley, Mark's pregnant 18-year-old daughter, turned up at the hospital. Despite having a distant relationship with Sloan, Mark grew to become a caring father for his daughter. Since she was not ready to be a good mother for her baby on her own, Mark offered her to move in with him permanently so they could raise the baby together. Lexi confronted him and told him that she was not ready to start a family and be a grandmother yet. He begged her not to make him choose between his daughter and grandson and her, because, as Lexi figured, he'd choose for his daughter and grandson. This caused her to end the relationship with him. I mean, yeah, if you're in a relationship, with someone, and all of a sudden a child and grandchild come up, all of a sudden, like, that is, yeah, I can't blame anybody for reevaluating, reassessing, if you will. Like, I'm one of those people where I don't begrudge people for looking after themselves. If you're in that situation and you get new information presented to you, you are well within your right to move on. I know there's a good amount of people that would say, just go with it, do whatever, don't let that stop you. And I don't know. I think life is very short and it's important. And the only person looking after you is yourself. And you need to take care of yourself in whatever means that, by ever means necessary. So if that means potentially hurting some feelings just to protect yourself, it is what it is. It is what it is. You have to look out for yourself. You don't have to be cruel about it, but, look after yourself. Getting back together with Mark shortly before the shooting. Oh my gosh, the show is very much like a soap. Mark realized his feelings for Lexi after Teddy broke things off with him. Callie told him that his jealousy was showing and was a sign that he still loved her. He confessed his love in her for her and told her that she should choose him instead of Alex, since he would marry her. She didn't have much of a response since Alex interrupted Mark's confession. During the shooting, Mark and Lexi worked together to save Alex, who had been shot. Lexi told Alex she loved him, but Alex asked for Izzy? Confused. Ultimately, they broke up. Well, yeah, that would not be good. That would not be good. What's up, Rack? Welcome in. Lexi thought that Mark's drive to bring her away from the OR was since he thought she wasn't stable after the shooting, but April told her that it was because he loved her. Lexi went to find Mark, but found him kissing Amelia. Oh my gosh. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, and then I just read another sentence, and I'm like, okay. All right. You kind of left him no choice on that one. Oh boy. We just watched Grey's Anatomy. Mark and Lexi. Piece of the plane landed on top of her, crushing her pelvis and legs. Ow. Separated from the others who were in the front part of the plane, she used a belt and knocked it against a piece of plane, crushing her. Meredith, Christina, and Mark followed the sound and found her. They concluded she was still awake and responsive, and Meredith went off to find Derek, who was still missing. Mark and Christina tried to lift up the part of the plane, but without success. Lexi told Christina her legs and pelvis were crushed and was doubtful if her left arm was still there. Oh, gosh. Mark yelled at Christina to get fluids and oxygen tanks from the plane. And even though both she and Lexi realized that Lexi was dying, she left to get the supplies. While waiting for Christina to come back, Lexi asked Mark to hold her hand and tell Meredith that she was a good sister. She also wanted him to tell something to her father, but Mark refused as he didn't want to accept that she was going to die. After once again unsuccessfully trying to lift the part of the plane on his own, he realized there was nothing he could do for her, and he did take her hand. He confessed that he loved her. Lexi said that he didn't have to say it just because she did, but he insisted that he did. They fantasized about how they would get married and have kids, specifically a sister and two brothers, as siblings for Sophia. Mark said she couldn't die, as they were supposed to end up together. He told her that they were meant to be. Meant to be, she repeated with a smile. She then succumbed to her injuries. Mark closed her eyes with one hand as he kept on holding her hand with his. Seconds later, Meredith and Christina appeared and they mourned her death together. Together with the survivors, Lexi's body was taken out of the woods and transported back to Seattle. Christina once told Owen about the nights in the woods where she heard animals fighting and growling. She told him that she realized they were fighting over Lexi's body and that she did her best to try and keep them off her. Oh my gosh. Oh, what the heck? I was telling this beautiful story, this wonderful, beautiful story of holding hands, declarations of love. We were meant to be. And then that's how that sentence ends? Oh my gosh. Two animals fighting over her dead body. Oh gosh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. The fact that they basically died together, it's giving the Notebook. Right. Right. Man, that's the part of that Notebook movie that gets me every time. Every time. It is such a beautiful idea, moment, whatever, that not only did they love each other so much in real life, but in life, they literally left it at the same time. That is just too good. Too good. Too unrealistic. Too unrealistic, but man, is it good. Man, is it good. Mark Sloan, I want you to promise me something. If you love someone, you tell them, even if you're scared that it's not the right thing, even if you're scared it will cause problems, even if you're scared it will burn your life to the ground, you say it loud, and you go from there. Head of plastic surgery, attending, oh my gosh, how do I even say that word? Otolaryngologist. I'm gonna get this. Otolaryngologist. Maybe. That could be. It could be also very wrong. He's the father of Sloan and Sophia. After his death, the hospital was renamed after him and Lexi, of course. Oh my gosh. Do you see this thing in the center here? I think it's transparent or whatever, and that's in the background. I literally thought my monitor was dying. This like splotch in the center of the screen. I was like, what's happening? So they're traveling to Boise, Idaho to perform a separation surgery on conjoined twins. Interesting. Mark seemed to have escaped with only minor injuries at first, though after the death of Lexi, here we go, to be continued, he became unresponsive. Christina examined his chest to find major bruising. Christina realized that he had a cardiac tamponade. I don't even know what that is. Fluid surrounding his heart. There you go. Meredith used a tube from a bottle that Derek and Christina found to drain the fluid. Christina, Meredith, and Derek were able to get Mark to the front of the plane where Arizona and the pilot were. Mark woke up, told Arizona that Lexi was dead and that she was waiting for him. Mark tried to tell Arizona he would be okay when he died, but she told him that she, Sophia, and Callie were waiting for him too. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Mark was airlifted to Idaho, then sedated and moved to Seattle Grace Mercy West. Spent 2 months declining until he woke up briefly. After that day, he fell into a coma. After 30 days, they turned his life support machines off, and Derek and Callie sat with him while he died. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, my gosh. You know what's interesting is that thing of, you know, right before you die, your body kind of like wakes up. It's almost like I don't even know. It's like a little last second of cohesion. Last second of, I don't know. It's like your body just all of a sudden realizes it's going, so it tries to use all of its might to get you conscious and you know, functioning, and then you just go. It is very weird. That happens a lot. I don't know if it happens every time, but it happens a lot. Literally witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. It was very interesting. Because for the longest time, they'll just be, you know, non-responsive, barely responsive. And then all of a sudden, it's just like nothing happened. Like, hey, guys, what's up? You know, like, and your brain, like, malfunctions. You're like, wait, what? What's happening? Are we good? Are we out of the woods? And then they're gone. It's very strange. I don't know if you've witnessed that or heard about that, but boy, it's like this one little last push before you go, you know? Like your brain just wants to get one little last glimpse of the world or glimpse of your loved ones or something. I don't know. It's very odd. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very neat moment with humans, I suppose. Grey's Anatomy, 18 episodes to watch if you miss Mark and Lexi. 18 episodes. My gosh. Okay, so they died in season 8 and 9. Seemed the two were meant to be and always found their way back to each other. And of course, the show writers were just like, hey, you know those two that always find a way back to each other? Oops. Oops. Number 18, Here Comes the Flood. Shows how much faith Mark already has in her. Great tease of what's to come in the future of Mark and Lexi, even though he is still distant and off-putting, despite making her feel helpful in this episode for the first time. All by Myself. Mark tries to ignore his growing attraction for her, but she's taken a liking to him. After their successful surgery, Lexi goes over to Mark's hotel room. And the rest, kids, is history. Number 16, Stairway to Heaven. One of the funniest storylines. Lexi and Mark are secretly hooking up in the on-call room, something only Callie knows about. And a hookup gone terribly wrong while the interns Steve, Ryan, and Danny are listening outside the room. Oh, God. Lexi accidentally injures Mark, causing him to scream in pain. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Honest mistake. More about Mark than Lexi. Important one concerning their growing relationship and how others react to it. Derek told Mark not to mess with Lexi, and when Mark told him they were dating, things did not go well, apparently. I'll Follow You Into the Dark. Great Death Cab for Cutie song. They've been hooking up in secret instead of being in a serious relationship. Relationship forced out into the open. Yikes. Makes both Mark and Lexi look at it and see that they're really good together. Number 13, Stand By Me. Number 12, No Good at Saying Sorry. One More Chance. There's also a very nice moment as Mark is taking this seriously and Lexi is taking the step of integrating him into her family. Whoa, that's a big move. Number 11, Here's to Future Days. Mark starts thinking about what he wants out of his future. He wants it to include Lexi as well. Has a 10-year plan, okay, isn't ready to move in, start a life with her older boyfriend. Makes a comment about other residents being married, and she squirms at the thought of them getting married soon. Oh, too soon. Oh, gosh. Number 10, Tainted Obligation. Age difference. Yeah. Lexi brings her dad into the ER and is concerned something's wrong with him. And what? Are they the same age? Lexi agrees to be the donor, much to her sister's chagrin. Interesting. Oh, no, she's not a match, but Meredith is. Number 9, Blink. Sloan and Lexi can't seem to get along. Sloan is constantly rude to Lexi. Yikes. While Lexi feels that Mark's daughter is imposing on her father and her. I'm sure a lot of married couples feel that way about their kids eventually. I like you so much better when you're naked. Hello. What really made things worse was when Mark and Lexi admitted to each other who they slept with. Oh boy. While Lexi said that made them even, Mark wouldn't consider it. As far as he was concerned, she broke up with him and then slept with Alex, so he was finished with her. Number 7, Shiny happy people. All I'm saying is that you could have a husband. Hey, that's a sly way of asking. Mark confesses to Lexi that he still misses her and still loves her, but she can't bring it upon herself to say the same. Sanctuary Death and All His Friends, number 6. It's a great episode depicting the unconditional love they have for each other, even when they're broken up. Number 5, Drift and at Peace. Mark and Lexi finally, and very briefly, get back together and adrift in peace. If fans want the happiest of the couples episodes, this is the last of those. Put me in Coach. Oh my gosh. Is number 1 going to be when they die? Please don't. It can't be. Oh, 2 is Flight. Oh boy. This is one that fans might not want to revisit. Well, duh. Like, maybe you want to revisit it if you're feeling like you need a good cry. Hey, sometimes, you just got to let it go. But, boy, I don't know if I would put that as one of the top ones. Oh, my gosh. The 2 repeat that they were meant to be, and she passes away while holding his hand. Number 1 is Breathe, and I guarantee it's when they took him off life support. No, okay. Whew. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's good. It was the pandemic episode. Nice. Lexi and Mark are together and happy in the afterlife. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that sweet? Very nice. All right. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I was going to be starting off on such a low note, like a sad note. Oops. Oh my gosh. I guess there's no good time to be sad. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's quite the roller coaster. Clearly they loved each other, but not enough, It was never the right time. Okay. Do we believe in that? I mean, in some instances, yes. Okay. Say, you're interested in this person and the other person's interested in you, and you find another person because the other person won't commit, and this new person will, and you are madly in love, right? You always have that other one that kind of never happened, got away maybe. I guess that is a case of wrong timing or bad timing. But this, I would argue that there are times when people just don't love each other enough. And that's what the bad timing is. Because if it is strong enough, if it is real enough, I think you would go ahead and just say, screw the timing, break up with who you need to break up with, just make it happen. I don't know. I don't really take that as 100%. It's always bad timing. No. No, there are personal choices in there as well. Yes, it's timing, but also you could just say, all right, you want to be together? Yeah, okay, let's do it. All right, let's tell whatchamacallit. I'm going to go tell whatchamacallit to it's over. That can be done. That can be done. I think timing is unfortunate in some instances, but also it's choices. And it's, comes down to how much you actually really love the person. Because if you really do, we're talking, lifelong, I'll see you in the afterlife, even though death do us part. If we're talking that level of love, you just make it happen. You do what you need to do. Timing be damned. Get over yourself. Certain circumstances where I'm just that seems like a choice. I think choices have been made. But let's go ahead and jump on to the next one. Let me know what you think on that. Do you think timing is 100% fact every time? Or do you also think, people made choices? Choices have happened. All right. The next one is Sean and Maya. You are not alone. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. I hope this one isn't sad, too. You are not alone. I'm hoping it's actually a positive. You are not alone. You're among us. We welcome you. I hope it's like that. Sean and Maya, you are not alone. This is from Girl Meets World. Should be interesting. Let's go ahead and pull it up and jump in. It's been a while since we've actually checked out Girl Meets World. Obviously, I'm very familiar with Sean from Boy Meets World. I used to grow up with that show. I loved it. I watched it pretty much anytime I could, really. Can't remember if was I watching like new episodes of it? It just seemed like everything was a rerun back then. Maybe I was just too young. But yeah. Boy Meets World was one of those shows. I've said it before. I know it was made for kids, but it was so beautifully written, and the lessons in there and the mentorship and the parental roles, like it was just phenomenal. Like it was almost like it was a short story every episode, because you had these beautiful ending monologues or whatnot, and it always hit. It'd be funny. It was super funny. Corey and Sean and whatnot, super funny. But it always ended on some kind of like moral lesson or some sort of advice from Feeney or whoever. It was really beautiful. It's got a special place in my heart, this show. Boy Meets World, not Girl Meets World. Boy Meets World has a very special place in my heart. Maybe it was just the right timing. All right. Sean and Maya, you are not alone. Let's go ahead and jump in.
You're the guy Maya doesn't stop talking about. The Matthews friend. You guys all went on a family weekend together. She had a really good time, and I appreciate it.
Take a look at that tough little girl's face. You know what she's doing? She's letting her guard down, just enough to let you know she cares about you.
You believe in me?
I do.
Happy birthday, kiddo. You doing something special?
This is it.
Are you crying? I made you cry. Maya, you asked me for advice, and I just told you how I was feeling. Why are you crying?
Because no one's ever cared enough to say that to me.
I'm there.
It's kind of weird to watch Sabrina Carpenter in this, isn't it? Considering the fact that she was just at Coachella, headlining Coachella with Bieber and whatnot. Like, it is almost odd to see her as an actor at this point. Because right now, her music is just everywhere. She's one of the hottest artists on the planet. It's very strange. I don't know. Something about it is, like, jarring to me for some reason.
What is it with us?
What is it with us? Maya, would it be okay with you if...
Okay, let it out. I'm joking with you.
Thanks, kiddo. You and me are the same.
We are. Bad things happen to us.
They do.
Thank you. No one's ever done anything like this for me before.
You're welcome. Maya thinks that you chased away...
I know what she thinks. It's her father. A girl should think well of her father.
Would never let anybody grow up like that.
You wouldn't?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Am I your daughter?
Well, that's how I'd like to think of you. It's okay.
That is the most okay thing that's ever happened.
I love your
No.
daughter.
Oh, right in the heart. Right in the feels.
And I'm in love with you.
I'm Maya Hunt. Promise me this will work.
No, I can't. I can promise that I want it to, and I can promise that you're a big part of that. Ask me why.
Why?
Because I never want to let you down.
Happy birthday, baby girl.
It's hard
Make a wish.
to breathe sometimes.
That is a huge cake. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Amazing. That was really heartfelt. Really beautiful, actually. Oh my gosh. Really, really beautiful. Oh man. After watching that Grey's Anatomy video and then talking about, how beautiful Boy Meets World was and the kind of messages and stuff like that, like it's nice to see just a little tinge of that in Girl Meets World. I did try to give that show a couple episodes, but it just didn't have, I don't know what it was. It just didn't have the same feel to it. It was a little different, not bad different, but just different. Where I think I was just expecting Boy Meets World Part 2 with his daughter or something. And I don't know, it just didn't quite land the same with me. But that was a very good edit. Those are very good scenes. And Sean, who I can't remember the real actor's name, is an incredible actor. And you can see it in those moments. And even when he was a kid, just had some beautiful moments with like his dad and Mr. Turner and all that stuff. Like it was Mr. Feeney as well. Like there was a lot, well, Mr. Matthews as well. They had a couple good ones. There was a lot of great moments. And he was a very strong actor. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on Girl Meets World, specifically Sean and Maya. And obviously the fact that adoption papers were filed and all that good stuff. Sounds like a very, very sweet, a very lovely ending there. All right. Here we go. There it is. Maya and Sean. Riley to Corey and Topanga. I want Sean to be Maya's dad. Sean to Maya. You're the reason, Maya, that I believe I could be a father someday. Maya, hey, Sean, am I your daughter now? That scene that we just saw. That's how I'd like to think of you, if that's okay. Friendship / father-daughter relationship between Maya and Sean. Similarities and differences. This will be interesting. This will be very interesting. I don't know why the other videos are not populating. Both have had an absent parent. That's something that's very relatable for both of them. Both have rebellious natures. Definitely checks out. Both are loyal and supportive of their friends. That is the one thing Sean was always to Corey. Very loyal. Sometimes to a fault. But both love the arts. Sean loves poetry and photography, while Maya loves singing and drawing. Both do not have a stable family life. Hopefully now they do. Both are labeled as rebels. Both of their families are poor. Both are considered family by the Matthews. They both have step and or half siblings. Both always display an easy confidence. Both were not invited to a geek party while their best friends were. They both prefer to let things be. In Boy Meets World, Sean made a habit of entering Corey's room through the window. Classic bit. Much like Maya enters Riley's room through the bay window. The BMW, oh my gosh. Boy Meets World episode, My Best Friend's Girl, Sean asks out Topanga to get her and Corey together. In the Girl Meets World episode, Maya asks out Lucas as a plan to get him and Riley together. However, Maya does not actually go out with Lucas, while Sean did go out with Topanga. She said Lucas's name and girl meets The Secret Life of Life, like Corey and Sean did with Minkus in Killer Bee. Differences. Sean is male, while Maya is female. What the heck? I'm dead. Starting from scratch. Starting from number 1. Sean has finished school while Maya has not. Sean has brown hair, Maya's blonde. I mean, come on now. What is this? While both their fathers were absent, Chet only left Sean for a year, and that was to find his love, Virna. Kermit, Maya's father, had simply abandoned Maya and her mother, Katie. Sean grew up without his biological mother, while Maya grew up without her father. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Something about, like, they tried to find his mom or something. Like, she left, and then there was some sort of clue about her returning or something. I can't remember exactly what happened there, but it was kind of a wild storyline. Maya Hart. Wow. Is the tritagonist. What a word. 15-year-old daughter of Kermit and Katie. There's season 1, season 2, season 3. Young, adult. Riley Matthews' best friend. Maya isn't one of the best students in school, but she still looks up to Corey as a father figure. Deeply loyal to Riley as Riley is to her, Maya lives with her mother and grandmother, Angela Hart, who does their best to take care of her. Maya starts looking up to Sean as a mentor and father figure because she found out that not only were they both slackers in school, he also had an absent parent. It's unknown if Maya has a half-brother like Sean does, though her father did have other children. Maya had a crush on Joshua, who is nearly 3 years older than her, as well as Riley's uncle, portrayed by Sabrina Carpenter. He and Maya have bonded over their similar backgrounds. Maya now seems to welcome the possibility of Sean becoming romantically involved with her mom. Sean is a father figure in her eyes. In Girl Meets Upstate, Sean shows how fond he is of Maya, saying he cares about her deeply and loves her. Please help us personalize your experience. I'm an adult or I'm a kid? Pretty sure I'm an adult. Sean to Corey. I'm wearing a cable net sweater. I'm wearing slacks. You turned me into you. I love your daughter and I'm in love with you. I want us to take care of each other forever. That was his proposal. At the end of Boy Meets World, Sean moved to New York City along with Corey, Topanga, and Eric, but later left the city the same day Riley was born, and has since maintained a nomadic existence as a photographer and a writer for the Hit the Road website. Ryder Strong, that's his name. What a great name. Fantastic name. Nicknames: Shawnee, Shawnee Boy, Mungo, the Cherry Bomb Mailbox Killer, Merle, Potsy, Veronica. Oh, I'm so dead. That's so funny. Ace by Maya. Maya's Riley's best friend. She was the initial catalyst in the shifting of Sean's relationships with the Matthews siblings, but then Riley schemed to have Sean become a father figure in Maya's life. When Sean and Maya compared their two respective upbringings to one another, especially that they had both been gotten left by important people in their lives, they began to notice and start to form a bond. which grows far stronger in season 2's episode Hurricane, when Maya pressures Sean into telling her she should dress differently. Maya is deeply touched by his words and begins to cry because he is the first person outside of her mother to care enough to say that to her. He backs up his words by buying Maya a whole new wardrobe. During season 3, Sean's fondness for Maya continues to flourish. He eventually becomes her stepdad when he marries her mother, Katie, and then adopts Maya as his daughter in the series finale. Oh, that was the series finale. Great way to end it. Sean Hunter is popping the question on Girl Meets World, and we have photos. Oh my gosh, this was back in 2016? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. It was that long ago? Sean makes a decision about his feelings for Katie and her daughter, Maya, and it involves spending the rest of their lives together as a happy family. Despite their rocky dating history, Sean's feelings for Katie are still very real. And he recruits her bestie, Corey, for the most important moment of his life, getting engaged. E! News had an exclusive sneak peek at the emotional moment. Why would they? I get it. Like, you're trying to drum up interest in people to watch it. But also, like, holy spoiler alert. Like, what? The episode premieres today and will be later tonight. It's like, come on now. Like, I get it. You're trying to drum up publicity. You want people to tune in for the finale. But come on. Like, imagine if they did that with Game of Thrones. Like, hey, guys, this is what's going to happen in the final episode. You might want to tune in. Like, wait, what? Now I don't have to watch it. I know what happens. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who allowed them to do that? Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beautiful story. It's great that, that can happen, obviously, in real life as well. It's beautiful. Families come together. Yeah. Man. I don't know if shows like that exist anymore. They probably do. Probably not as many, because it seemed like every show back then was kind of like that, where it would have a bunch of, moral messages at the end and some sort of like happy ending of some kind for every single episode. I don't know. I don't really know, but I hope there's a lot of good shows like that for, future generations and whatnot. They deserve it. Those are fond memories. I look back on those memories with just rose-tinted glasses. I love them. I absolutely love it. Unrelated, but I can't believe William Daniels will be 100 next year. I hope he's still around that. Yes. Bill Daniels, William Daniels, played Mr. Feeney. Will be 100 years old next year. Unbelievable. That's so cool. And I've been seeing posts about him constantly. Very much like Dick Van Dyke, who was approaching 100 years old. Just all of a sudden just flooded my timeline. It's kind of interesting how social media algorithms work like that. They're just like, hey, there's news. And then 2 seconds later, a couple swipes later, they're like, hey, did you forget about that news? It's just like, oh my gosh. They did that with Eric Dane's passing. They did that with James Vanderbeek's passing. Like, all of a sudden, you're watching videos of these people from like decades ago, and you're just like, what is happening to this algorithm? They're like really trying to make me just break down in tears or something. What is happening? But yes, 100 years old, that's quite the milestone. I don't think I'll ever make it, honestly. I really don't. I'm very, very upfront about that. I don't think I'm making it, but pretty cool. That's a pretty cool achievement. I guess if I do make it to 100, I would hope that I would be in a good spot to enjoy it, at least. Hopefully not counting the days down to where I'm just like, please, you know, hopefully I'm happy and somewhat healthy. Somewhat. Not in serious amounts of pain. That would be great. But yeah, he and his wife have been married for 70 plus years. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. She's in her late 90s. Oh my gosh. That's wonderful. That's pretty cool. Okay, that is honestly that's more impressive than being 100 is being married for over 70 years. That's crazy. Like you have literally said to that person, we're exploring life together. We are on this adventure together. Like that is your battle buddy. That is your adventure buddy. That is your things are going to hell buddy. Like that is incredible. It's truly awesome. It's really beautiful. She was actually a recurring character in Boy Meets World. They were together on the show? What? No way. No way. That's crazy. Why does she look so familiar? Bonnie Bartlett. I do remember her from the show. No wonder she looks so familiar. That's hilarious. Huh. Yeah, she's 96. She's turning 97 in June. Oh my gosh. They have 3 children. They were married in 1951. Whoa. That's when she earned her university degree. 1951. Wow. Got married right out of college. Wow. That is really impressive. They have the distinction of currently being the oldest living married couple in Hollywood. How about that? Take that, Hollywood, and your quick marriages of convenience and public, publicity stunts. Wow. Good for them. Good for them. That's awesome. Very cool. Appreciate the little tidbits there. That's great. Very nice. All right. We shall move on. You see it before you. It's called Revenant. Do you believe in ghosts? Go ahead and throw those subtitles on so we know what's happening. Ghosts in the Water, a silent film. Interesting. I have no idea what this is going to be like. So we are in this together. Again, I'm thinking maybe a bear, maybe not. We'll see.
소수님은 귀신 믿으세요? 아니, 귀신이 있다고 생각하세요?
귀신 같은 건 안 믿는다면서요. 산영 씨. 이제 산영 씨도 저게 보이죠?
네.
되게 이상하다. 왜 이렇게 너가 아는 사람한테는 다 안 좋은 일이 생겨? 죽거나 사라지거나. 글쎄 뭔 일이 있었던 거야?
제가 그런 게 아니라 귀신이 그랬다면 믿어줄 거예요?
뭐라고? 또 귀신이냐?
She goes again, always talking about ghosts.
결국 날 없애겠다는 거야?
넌 누구야?
저게 산영 씨한테 신 악귀예요.
머리를 풀어헤친 그림자.
크기가 더 커졌어요. 저 안에 있는 악귀는 무슨 생각일까?
그거 아니?
Okay, that started so interesting and like, oh, do you believe in ghosts? Maybe she's talking to a ghost. Maybe she sees ghosts, like signs. Maybe, you know, she's kind of possessed and she has like this different personality every once in a while. Nope, that was yikes. Starting to get a little terrifying here.
날 원한 사람들은 하나같이 탐욕스러웠어. 난 다를 줄 알아? 나랑 같이 있자. 그럼 너도 행복할 수 있어.
제가 내가 아닌 것 같아요. 아까도 거기서 어떻게 도망쳤는지 모르겠어요.
누군가가 죽을 걸 알면서 외면하면 더 힘들어집니다.
저보다 기억이 안 나는 시간이 많아지고 있어요. 이제는 내가 나인지 악귀인지 모르겠어요. 교수님은 무섭지 않으셨어요?
This looks so interesting. Okay, that
저기 있는 사람은 악귀일까 산영 씨?
was not right.
선배님은 믿지 못하겠지만 세상엔 귀신이 있어요.
Okay, ghosts might be the wrong word. Evil spirits is probably a little closer. Oh my gosh, that looks so interesting. It looks really good. It looks wildly good. Although I guarantee at certain moments I'd be like this. Just staring through my fingertips like, oh God, what's happening? Terrified. Waiting for jump scares. Are there jump scares in this? Probably. Feels like it. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go through it. Some much deserved love. Also check out the channel. They might have other edits that you might enjoy. If you really enjoy it, you can request it for stream. Just saying. Just saying. Throwing it out there. All right, let's bring up some information on Revenant. TV series is a Korean drama. Aired in 2023. Available for streaming in on Disney Plus in select regions. That's on Disney Plus? There's no way. Really? Series revolves around a young woman possessed by an entity and a professor of folklore who can see ghosts. Together they seek the truth behind the mysterious ending of oneself. I was so close. That was so close to saying it. I said like the first syllable and then I stopped. That was wild. Mysterious ending of oneself surrounding the city. Mystery, thriller, horror. 12 episodes. So if you're looking for a quick, interesting mystery, thriller, or horror, there you go. Very interesting. All right, let's look up some more here. I guess all we got is that. What is the viewership like? Millions per episode. Millions of views per episode. Okay, so it started at 1.7 million. Not bad. Then it went up to 2 million by episode 6. Whoa. And then it ended at 2.3. So it literally just crawled upwards, slowly but surely as it aired. That's amazing. That's really impressive. Wow. 3rd nationwide. Second. That is so impressive. Average audience share 10% nationwide. Obviously won a few awards. Holy crap. Nominated for a lot, won a lot. Won a lot. That's unbelievable. Oh, wow. It won one in the U.S. Look at that. World Fest Houston. International Film Festival in Houston, Texas. It won for feature made for television cable. 2024. Oh, wow. It won at the New York Festival of TV and Film Awards. Sci-fi fantasy horror category. Dang. Really neat. All right, what does it say on MDL? Prepare yourselves. MDL coming at you. 8.6 out of 10. That tells you it's very good. It's so hard to get a 9 on this website, apparently. Or we just haven't been checking out 9-rated stuff. I don't know. Or a lot of it, at least. 18,000 users rated it 8.6. When a portal to another world opens, demons are unleashed. Well, that is unfortunate. Somebody closed the door. There's a little bit of a draft. Sun Young becomes possessed by one of them, and Ha Sang, who can see the demons, joins her in uncovering the truth behind a series of mysterious deaths. I like how they said deaths. Linked to 5 sacred objects. Oh boy, you gotta find the objects, huh? San Young juggles part-time work and studying to become a public officer. After receiving items from her deceased father, she becomes entangled in strange deaths and begins to change. Oh, gosh. Way to go, Dad. What is this? What did he set her up as? Interesting. Oh, the demon that... Oh my gosh. The demon that possessed Song Young is the same demon. Wait, witnessed his mother's death at their hands. Oh my gosh. Confronts the demon that killed his mother. Oh, that's crazy. That is a crazy layer to it. I like that. Really fascinating. 8 out of 10. Okay. I would say it's pretty innovative of the writer to craft a horror story based on traditional Korean folklore. Cool. It's only 12 episodes, 4 less than the usual length for a standard K-drama, but the showrunners still decided to be ambitious and squeezed in other minor subplots in the first few episodes. Cool. All right, what else we got here? World building that lacks the necessary detail. Well, you only have 12 episodes, so not much building happening. K-drama with a horror twist is one of my favorite genres of Korean TV. Sort of tricked into somewhat completing the series. 5 out of 10. Had a good introduction, followed up well on the suspense until around halfway through at episode 7. So over half of the season, basically. Then it abruptly just nosedived in from the initial uncovering of the truth, which is pretty lackluster, despite half the episodes leading up to it, continually only worsened with characters making odd decisions that made no sense. It's hard to describe, but they spent so much time building up the male lead and the female lead only to have them look like blubbering fools for the rest of the series. What? Interesting. Slight twist at the end. Captivating drama that leaves a lasting impact. I enjoyed it, but... Oh gosh, what's the but? There were some things that really bothered me about the show. Oh. It doesn't seem like a very interesting criticism. Worthy K-pop horror with top-notch acting. Intriguing enough to keep going. Almost gave up on this. It's good, but something was missing. Jealousy and greed attract very unwanted attention. Oh my gosh. Well, there was a few bad ratings there. Or mediocre ratings, I guess you could say. But season 1, which is the only season, on Rotten Tomatoes, fewer than 50 fan ratings, but 90%. Sitting at a 90%. Good storyline, good actors, good suspense, good music, even good plot twist. Definitely a must-watch if you enjoy horror, detective, and about life. Great creepy drama, like with a likable protagonist. That's always good. You always want the protagonist to be likable. That helps with every situation, doesn't it? Finally, a K-drama on Disney Plus Hulu that was good. Starts off with a creepy supernatural premise, mostly delivers. Never veering into horror, it manages to stay planted firmly in supernatural. Suspense. Even the visual effects were very decent. That's good. Never a distraction. The nighttime cinematography was fantastic. Hey, we got somebody who can do nighttime cinematography. We love it. It's so difficult nowadays. They managed to make it look dark while maintaining clarity and detail. Imagine that. Imagine that. Take notes. Take notes, other cinematographers. We need clarity and detail. We need to be able to see who is speaking. Nice. Very good. About 4 or 5 episodes too long. What? At 12 episodes? That's too long. Interesting. Good chunk of the show's success can be attributed to the main actress. Whoa. Convincingly portrays a teenager at the age of 33. That's unbelievable. Congratulations on its own for that. I mean, that's impressive. That's really good. Way to go. You are blessed. Blessed with good genes. Revenant is a must-see Korean folklore mystery thriller. It's not a traditional Hollywood horror, so don't be put off or get your hopes up by that tag. And I didn't find it scary at all. It features an intriguing plot about ghostly possession, which will keep you guessing, and also looks at some of the society's pressures on today's youth. Emmy-worthy acting, nice. She fully deserves the accolades. Thoroughly recommend watching Revenant and have already rewatched it several times. Nice. Very nice. Profound story about ending oneself and survival. That's a really cool poster. That is really neat. Became the most watched show in its time slot among the key demographic, which is ages 20 to 49. It's about a woman named San Young, who is possessed by an evil spirit, blah, blah, blah. We kind of went through this. It's not just another ghost thriller filled with gruesome scenes for drama and little else. It's packed with substantial societal commentary, rich cultural themes, and universal human lessons. Nice. Misdirection and revelation. I don't want to get too into it because I'm not trying to spoil everything about it. Cultivating empathy for a villain. That's nice. Later on, the evil spirit says, unhappily, I wish at least one person would like me. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. When the evil spirits start fishing for sympathy, that's not good. That's not good. Run the other way. Oh, gosh. That's somehow more terrifying than the fact that it's an evil spirit. It's an evil spirit that's seeking empathy and friendship. What kind of friendship, though? You know? You don't want to get too close. She had the nature typical of a child, but she wasn't one. She separated herself from children when speaking about them. She wasn't a child, but she wasn't an adult either. She was something in between. She acted like someone going through puberty. Interesting. In the final episode, in a desperate attempt to save herself, we're not going over that. Let's not immediately go over the ending. Ending oneself in survival tackles several social issues and themes, but the two that stood out the most were obviously those two. In episode 3, we witnessed the deaths of 3 college students who had suspended themselves from something. At first, the peculiar nature of the triple ending of themselves made it seem as if they had been influenced by supernatural forces. However, upon investigation, it becomes apparent that the common factor in their ending of oneself were the loan sharks that constantly harassed them and subjected them to extreme psychological anguish. What? Their deaths tell a lot about the financial struggles of young people in South Korea. Their depiction and the dangers they face when loan sharks target them. A police officer in Gwangshan summarized it best. Quote, life is hard for young people these days. Amen. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you being here, Crystal. Thank you so much. This case reflects how ending oneself rates, obviously I'm dancing around that word if you couldn't tell, is shaped by societal factors. The lens of sociological imagination, allows one to realize that their similar deaths were caused not only by the loan sharks, but also because of the difficult circumstances they have been born into, like the high debt rates that plague South Korean society. These societal pressures combine with other personal factors to influence an individual to have ending of oneself, ideation, or actually do it. Revenant makes it clear that while there are uncontrollable forces that may influence one to end oneself, there are some things we do. Man, I am really testing my censorship here. There are some things we do that support these forces, in the end hurting ourselves. Revenant's not just a story about ending oneself, it's also about another force that is constantly present beside it, the struggle to survive. The professor's grandmother ordered for the evil spirit to be made so she could amass wealth. Interesting. Use the evil spirit so that he could avoid going blind from a rare case of optic atrophy. Meanwhile, Hae-sung just wanted justice for his mother, who had passed away horribly in front of his eyes when he was young. San-young wanted to get rid of the evil spirit to protect her loved ones and avoid hurting anyone else. The series showcased the constant struggle between life and death and the kinds of wars that take place within oneself. Paired with a breathtaking view of the traditional Korean fireworks festival, poetic ending line perfectly captures the spirit of the show. Okay, I will strive to survive. It's a poignant and fitting ending for a show that was filled with so much tragedy, leaving the viewers with a hopeful message about how light eventually comes to defy the darkness. Interesting. Beautiful note. Beautiful line there. Oh, this is the fireworks show? Man, that looks like a phenomenal show. It really does. Beautiful. I love the fact that it was pointed out that it is dark at times, but it is well lit. So you can actually see people, see things, figure out what's going on. There's nothing worse than staring at a television. It's so dark that all you see is yourself in the reflection. And you're just like, I guess I'm an actor. I guess I'm in the show. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's a really strong messaging. Talking about some very serious things there. Obviously, it's tough. Tough being young. What's interesting is as we get older, we look back more fondly on the younger days, our previous days. And we just paint it with unbelievably thick rose-colored glasses. Like we're just like, it was the best of times. There was no bad times. Like maybe there was a little bad times, but I was young. I was, more better looking and, I don't know. Didn't have bills. It was just the best. It was a blast. Meanwhile, as we're actually going through those years, were they the best? Were they ultimately the best? Maybe. Some days. Certainly. But then again, that could apply for any age. If you're in your 40s, does that automatically mean all your days are terrible because you're no longer 20? No. You have an income now. You have money. You can travel. You can do other things. You can experience life a little bit more. It's kind of weird how as we get older, life kind of unravels for us. Like we can experience more things. But when you're younger, you have more ability to experience life, but you just don't have the means. So it's like this weird thing of like, I wish it was a little flipped, or I wish we had a little bit more freedom while we're younger, when we're actually, in our peak. We got more energy, we got more time. That's perfect time to explore, do new things, try new things, whatever. And you just don't really have the means of doing any of that. Most of us. But by the time you're older, then you're saddled with responsibilities, and you're a little more tired on a Friday afternoon or something, or it's I will not have an existential crisis. I will not have an existential crisis. It's just little things like that. Every once in a while, I'm just like, if we could just change just a little bit about life, maybe I don't know. Maybe you get paid to go to school. So you have a little cash when you're a little younger, and you can do stuff because you're actually active and you're really, motivated to do it. Maybe you want to try something crazy, like go on this whole path, this whole journey that doesn't seem as interesting or doesn't seem as viable when you're 45, 50, 60, in your golden years after retirement. After retirement, I doubt I want to do anything. I mean, for the most part, your energy's kind of zapped. You don't have the energy when you were 20, 25. I don't know. These little things about life, I'm just like, if we could just fix a couple of things, maybe this trajectory would be a little bit more, I don't know, maybe be a tiny bit more enjoyable, tiny bit more efficient. I don't know. I'm going down a whole tangent right now. All right. I'll stop stalling. Let's go ahead and jump into... I'm not stalling. I'm just going down an existential crisis. Don't mind me. PondPhuwin being situationship goals. This is TikTok compilation 3. Number 3. Let's go ahead and bring that up and jump in to it. Here we go. Just GMMTV never letting PondPhuwin live.
เริ่มต้นปีใหม่กับคนเดิมครับ
โอ้ยคนดื้ออาจจะอยู่ด้วยกันทั้งปีแล้วมั้งเขาอาจจะไม่อยากชวนเปล่าไม่รู้เขาเหมือนกันนะผมเขาอาจจะมีแผนหรือเปล่าผมก็ไม่รู้แต่คนดื้อเขาก็อาจจะไม่ว่างหรือเปล่าไม่ตลอดเวลา
She
ดูหนังหรือดูคอนเสิร์ต
ดูคอนเสิร์ตครับ
It's a good way to celebrate.
ผมเมื่อคืนไปดูบริสลามมาเฮ้ยดูกับใครอะไรวะเขินหนึ่งแล้วก็มีรูปนี้ขึ้นมาแล้วเราก็แบบรูปนี้เนี่ยแหละรูปนี้ไม่มีใครเคยเห็นมาก่อนรูปนี้แล้ววะจำไม่เคยเห็นมาก่อนฟอร์ชัวร้านเป็นร้านปาร์ตี้แห่งหนึ่งใช่ครับผมซึ่งเป็นครั้งแรกด้วยมั้งที่เราได้ไปปาร์ตี้ด้วยกันใช่ครับใช่ซึ่งเหมือนผมจำเหตุการณ์ exact ไม่ได้ครับผมแต่ผมจำได้เหมือนคร่าวๆว่าเขาเป็นคนชวนผมด้วยเขาเป็นคนชวนผมด้วยเขาไปกับเพื่อนแล้วคือทีนี้เนี่ยเราต้องเล่าให้ฟังก่อนว่าคือแต่ก่อนทั้งสองคนเป็นสายปาร์ตี้แต่ก่อนอย่างนี้ไม่แล้วเดี๋ยวนี้เหนื่อยละ
เป็นพาสเทน
เหนื่อยแล้วเดี๋ยวนี้แต่ว่าแต่ก่อนเป็นสายปาร์ตี้แต่ว่าไม่ค่อย
What did I just say? What did I just say? Nowadays it's tiring, but before we were party people. Life happens. All of a sudden Friday night comes around and you're like, you know what sounds really good right now? Pizza, a couch, maybe a drink, maybe a little cocktail, maybe a nice movie. Ooh, dim lighting. Perfect. That's a good night. Meanwhile, a decade ago, I was like, all right, where are we going? What are we doing? When do we get ready? When do I have to be ready? Oh my gosh. Crazy.
เจอกันเท่าไหร่เพราะว่าวันที่เขาว่างคือวันที่เราไม่ว่าง
I'm not gonna lie, pizza sounds really good.
แล้วก็ถึงไปกับต่างคนก็ไป
Now that I said it, I feel like I have to do it.
เขาเพื่อนมหาลัยเขาผมก็ไปเพื่อนมหาลัยผมและนี่เป็นครั้งแรกที่เหมือนแบบเขาชวนแล้วเราก็เลยแบบเขาชวนเราก็ไปครับซึ่งตอนนั้นผมจำได้ว่าไปเสร็จปุ๊บเนี่ยนอกจากไปร้านแล้วเพื่อนผมก็ไปแล้วด้วยไปแล้วด้วยผมก็เลยคิดว่าเพื่อนน่าจะจำไม่ได้ด้วยว่ามีสิ่งนี้แล้วผมก็เห็นแล้วผมก็แบบเป็นครั้งแรกที่ได้เห็นเขาในมุมใหม่ๆที่เราไม่เคยเห็นเพราะว่าอย่างที่บอกก่อนหน้านี้มันมี
That is so poignant when you know people at work versus actually like having good like friend or acquaintance moments. It does kind of feel like you're unlocking your personality with somebody. Because at work, it's very professional. It's very, hi, how are you? Good, that's great. How are things going? Cool, that's awesome. All right, bye. Bye-bye. Whereas nobody talks like that to their friends. Nobody.
มีความเป็นเพื่อนร่วมงานสูงครับแล้วมันก็เลยแบบเหมือนเป็นครั้งแรกเลยที่ปลดล็อกกันเลยเหมือนปลดล็อกกันเลยใช่ครับใช่แล้วก็เราก็เลยรู้สึกว่าแบบแค่ถ่ายไว้แล้วก็ลืมไปแล้ว
ไปไหนไม่รู้ผมว่าไม่มีแล้วไปกับใครหรือเปล่าไปกับใครถามคนข้างๆดิถามคนข้างๆ
You're my angel, come and save me.
จริงไหมครับที่ภูวินเนี่ยหวงพื้นที่ส่วนตัวมาก
ถ้าคนที่จะเข้ามาได้ต้องเป็นคนที่เรารู้สึกว่าจริงใจต่อเรา
คนแบบนั้นเข้ามาบ้างไหม
มีครับมี
Oh, man. That is a powerful moment right there.
ที่รู้สึกว่าเฮ้ยชอบอะชอบเคมีอะ
บุญชอบปอนภูวินครับผมใช่บุญเคยเห็นตอนล่าสุดที่เพิ่งไปแฟนมีด้วยกันมาเหมือนกันใช่เวลาเขาอยู่ด้วยกันเขามีแต่ความจริงใจให้กันนะเวลาพูดเวลาอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่เขาจะไปไหนด้วยกันตลอดไปถ่ายรูปด้วยกันอะไรอย่างเงี้ยชอบเวลาเขาอยู่ด้วยกัน
โอเคแล้วพอได้มาเล่นด้วยกันเป็นยังไงบ้าง
อาจจะยังนะตอนแรก
ทำไม
เพราะว่าถ้าเกิดสมมติว่าแบบว่าทางมันโรยด้วยกลีบกุหลาบตอนแรกเนี่ยมันอาจจะดูง่ายไปสำหรับพวกเราแต่ว่ามันต้องฝ่าฟันอะไรด้วยกันแบบเหมือนที่ปอนพี่ภูวินไงผ่านมาถึงจะแน่นหนากำแพงมันแน่นดินเป็นชั้นๆแล้วมันจับมือด้วยกันแล้วมันแบบไปด้วยกันมันหนักแน่นครับพี่
แต่จริงๆอันนี้ผมอาจจะแปลกบางครั้งเนี่ยผมชอบคอมเมนต์ที่ด่ารู้สึกว่ามันตลกดีเพราะว่าพวกคนที่ด่าบางคนแบบแค่ไร้สาระเลยอ่านแล้วคนยิ้มเนี่ยเหนื่อยไม่รักกันหรอกอะไรเงี้ยไม่อย่างนั้น
ใครพูดอ่ะ
เขาน่าจะชอบเรามากแหละพวกเราเนาะเพราะเขาติดตามชีวิตพวกเราตลอดเลยก็ทุกคนก็คือความสุขพวกเรานั่นแหละลองฝากตัวเองไว้ได้แล้วก็ฝากใจไว้ได้มันดีเข้าใจแล้วนะขอแบบนี้นานๆทีนะจ๊ะหนูไปทำบุญวันนั้นอ่ะตอนแรกคิดว่าจะไม่มีขาจะได้ไปทำบุญด้วยกันไม่รู้ว่าตอนแรกเราคุยอะไรไปกัน2 คนเสร็จปุ๊บแล้วก็สักพักมีโฟนมาด้วยแล้วโฟน
Man, if you are smart, you learn how to take videos without the phone in your face and watching it through the phone. Like that is the ultimate thing. If you can hold it like lower, but you still know that you're getting the shot, and then you just hope for the best, and then actually witness it with your real eyes. That's the key. I found myself doing that at a concert once. Like I was just holding it right up my face. I'm like, what am I doing right now? I'm watching it through a screen. I might as well be at home.
จริงๆแล้วอ่ะเส้นที่คุณให้อ่ะขาดไปแล้วเพราะมันเก่ามาก
ถ้าเริ่มแรกขอย้อนความไปเป็นเส้นที่ภูวินเอามาให้ปอนก่อน
ใช่ครับขาดไปแล้วอย่างเงี้ยผมก็ถามทางพระอาจารย์ผมควรเชื่อเรื่องนี้มากผมควรทำยังไงดีพระอาจารย์บอกให้เก็บไว้เลยอยากให้ใส่
ซึ่งก็มีเส้นใหม่ครับ
โอ้ถ้ารีเควสได้เหรอแป๊บนึงแล้วฟอนมึงจับมือกับต้นต้าทำไมเนี่ย
Okay, zoom out, please.
หน้ากันตั้งเยอะทำไมไปมองมือปอนล่ะไม่สังเกตอะไรเลยแก
มากๆแล้วก็อยากให้ทุกคนได้วันนี้เนี่ยถ่ายรูปน้องปังกับน้องโฟเก็บไว้เยอะมากเขาไม่แต่มันไม่ได้อยู่เครื่องมึงไงอยู่เครื่องกูก็มีอธิบายแล้วครับผมว่าผมเนี่ยจีบได้นะครับแต่จีบยากนะครับผมเข้าใจนะคือ
มันมีมวลที่มันเปลี่ยนแปลงไปจากปีที่แล้วภูวินจะไม่ค่อยเขินปอนเท่าไหร่
แต่ปอนหนัก
ปอน
มองหน้าภูวินไม่ได้ขี้แดง
แต่ว่าแต่ผมถามว่าถ้าเกิดเขาเป็นเพื่อนกันจริงๆทำไมเขาถึงต้องเขินกันนะวิเคราะห์ไม่แล้วก็
เป็นเพื่อนกันต้องเขินกันเหรอ
แต่ช่วงไปญี่ปุ่นล่าสุดใช่ไหมไปช่วงไปญี่ปุ่นล่าสุดเวลาคนอื่นจะไปแบบรวมเป็นแก๊งแบบเป็นกลุ่มเป็นก้อนๆอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่ไหมแล้ว2 คนนี้จะอยู่ด้วยกันตลอด
ผมรู้สึกว่าผมมองหน้าเขาในโปสเตอร์แล้วมัน
มันมีอะไรบางอย่างมันเป้งเหรอ
ก็รู้สึกดีนะที่ปอนภูวินเป็นแฟนกันใช่ก็รู้สึกดีก็คือผมวิดีโอคอลไปหาเขาเขาบอกว่าขอเป็นแฟนแล้วนะโอ้โหหวานคลิปน่ารักเพราะว่าปอนภูวินเป็นแฟนกันครับ
ก็ปอนวินครับผมใช่คุณเคยเห็นตอนล่าสุดที่เพิ่งไปแฟนมีด้วยกันมาเหมือนกันใช่เวลาเขาอยู่ด้วยกันเขามีแต่ความจริงใจกันเวลาพูดเวลาอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่เขาจะไปไหนด้วยกันตลอดไปถ่ายรูปด้วยกันอะไรอย่างเงี้ยชอบเวลาเขาอยู่ด้วยกัน
โอเค
ถึงมากเลยคิดถึงเพื่อนมากเลยโดนแน่
ภูวินเพราะอะไรครับเจ้าหอมแก้มกัน
ผมก็รู้สึกดีนะที่ปอนภูวินเป็นแฟนกันใช่ก็รู้สึกดี
มีมวลที่มันเปลี่ยนแปลงไปจากปีที่แล้ว
คนเยอะเลิกงานแล้วตัวยังติดกันอยู่เลยนะครับ
Vibe has changed
พี่
เตียงภูวินคุ้นๆมากเหมือนเตียงพี่ปอนเมื่อวานเนี่ยห้องพี่ปอนว่า
ใช่วันก่อนกูแวะไปบ้านในปอนมันลอยพับมัน
ใช่ป่ะหมอนใบนี้เลยอ่ะจำได้
กูจำได้มันมีข้ามน้ำลายปอนอยู่นะจริงนั้นอ่ะ
กูไม่เกี่ยวนะภูวินกูไม่เกี่ยวนะกูบอกเลยถุยกูอยู่เขาใหญ่เนาะถุยอ๋อ
เขาใหญ่
เขาใหญ่แต่ว่าหมอนหรือว่าเอาหมอนจากกรุงเทพห้องพี่ปอนโทษนะกูจะเอามาทำเหี้ยอะไรก็นั่นน่ะสิเอามาทำไมไม่ได้นั่นน่ะสิก็
แต่คุณ
มันเป็นเรื่องที่แฟนคลับไม่เคยรู้ผมก็พูดตรงผมก็เห็นแหละเวลาแฟนคลับเขาแซวพวกเราว่าแบบทำไมคู่เราถึงแบบหายไปไหนว่าเงียบจังเลยอะไรเงี้ยเพราะว่าพวกเราแบบเหมือนพวกเราปลดปล่อยในการใช้ชีวิต
แต่ในวันที่มันสนิทกันมากขึ้นมากๆแล้วมันก็มวลมันก็เปลี่ยนนะแล้วมันก็ไม่รู้ว่าจะอธิบายยังไงแต่ผมคิดว่าคนดูน่าจะรู้สึกได้เมื่อไปดูสัมภาษณ์เก่าๆแล้วมาเทียบกับสัมภาษณ์ใหม่ๆพูดเล่นนี่คือพูดเล่นเป็นเกียรติมากยังอุตส่าห์หาเวลานะฮะขอบคุณมากเลยมากงานด้วยมีกองมาหาเหรอมาด้วยเหรอดีใจมากๆครับผมเซอร์ไพรส์มากนะเพราะเมื่อเช้าถามไปแบบบอกไม่มาติดสกาเลตเขาวิ่งกลับไปเรียบร้อยไหมครับเขาไม่บอกเลยเหรอว่าเขาจะมาซื้อให้เราเขาบอกว่าเขาไม่มาไม่ได้ใช่ครับ
The aspects of surprise can't be that everybody loves a little surprise.
ตั้งแต่สมัยเซฟเฮาส์คือเหมือนแบบปอนกับคุณเพิ่งเจอกันใหม่ๆป่ะตอนนั้นเด็กมากเลยแล้วทีนี้ปอนก็เหมือนแบบฟิลตอนนั้นอ่ะเหมือนแบบพอยังเด็กอยู่แล้วก็แบบเหมือนยังไม่เจอจุดที่ไม่รู้จะคุยอะไรกันอะไรเงี้ยแล้วปอนเห็นเตยรู้จักภูวินมาก่อนใช่ไหมแล้วมีตอนหนึ่งปอนก็เลยเหมือนแบบตอนที่พักเลยไม่รู้ปอนก็เลยลากเข้ามาคุยในห้องน้ำจำได้เราคุยในห้องน้ำเหมือนกันพี่อยากปรึกษาว่าแบบผมจะคุยเรื่องอะไรกับภูวินจะเข้ากับภูวินยังไงดีแล้วเรื่องออกมาแบบว่าไม่รู้จะคุยยังไงแบบ
ช่วงทำงานแรก
ๆใช่แล้วก็แบบดูมีความแบบเกรงใจคุยดูไม่ค่อยกล้าแบบกล้าเข้าไปชวนไปไหนมาไหนอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วตอนที่คุยกันอยู่อ่ะอยู่ดีๆภูวินก็เปิดประตูเข้ามาแล้วเจ๊คุณแก้เกิดยังไงหันหลังฉี่พร้อมกันไม่คือพี่เตยอ่ะคนแรกๆอ่ะผมว่าพี่เป็นคนที่ทำแล้วกระตกแบบเรื่องสุดนะกระตกกระตากผมแล้วภูวินเปิดประตูห้องอ่ะแล้วเตยกับปอนที่คุยเรื่องมูวินกันอยู่ก็เลยที่ทุกคนแต่ความคิดในหัวผมว่ามันคือแค่ว่า1ปวดฉี่2เขาไปทำอะไรห้องน้ำเป็น2คนอะแปลก
จากที่แบบจะเป็นข่าวว่าแบบจะเข้ากับภูวินยังไงกันภูวินบอก
That is kind of an odd place to have a conference.
ในหนังเลยเป็นซีนแบบมือที่3อะ
แล้วทำอะไรกันกลายเป็นยิ่งแปลกเลย
แล้วนึกอินเนอร์พี่เตดิ
Come into the bathroom. I need to talk.
ก็คิดว่าล็อกมันไม่เข้ามาได้กำลังคุยเรื่องคนดันอยู่ด้วยใช่เราเข้าใจปอนนะคือภูวินเนี่ยเป็นคนที่ดูมีคาแรคเตอร์ของความนิ่งๆแล้วก็หน้าแบบ น่าเก่งอันนี้ส่วนตัวปะเนี่ยหนึ่งทำเฮ้ยอร่อยว่าภูวินทำมันล้านหนึ่งเลยอ่ะอร่อยมันล้านหนึ่งเลยเป็นไงบ้างครับกลับมาครั้งนี้คุณเป็นผู้ชนะจริงๆแล้วให้เครดิตที่คุณภูวินเลยเพราะว่าทำประมาณ 80%ผมให้ยืนให้กำลังใจเยอะมึงไม่ทำเยอะ
Nice. That was a good compilation. That was very good. It kind of covered a lot. It seems like everybody else is very big on PondPhuwin, even the other couples. It's hilarious. Apparently their vibe has changed. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Do you think their vibe has changed? Is something different? Link down below in the YouTube video description with the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. Also, check out the channel. Might be other interesting compilations there for you to check out. All right, let's bring up some information on PondPhuwin, and then we will jump right into Heated Rivalry. Shane and Ilya. This is Jasper Love Scene music video teaser video. Posted 8 days ago. Oh, 8 days. The only comment, movie time. Jasper Love Scene music video teaser poster number 2. Obviously, this is Pond. Looks very interesting. Got a kind of a country western jacket on. This person's very hopeful. Very hopeful. Have a love scene with Phuwin. I don't know if that's going to be in the music video, but maybe later. PondPhuwin ad for Dr. Pong, English sub.
รู้ไหมตั้งแต่ฉันเดินเข้ามาฉันก็ว้าวุ่นใจกับรอยอะไรอ่ะรอยยิ้มที่มีให้เธออย่างนั้นไม่น่าเนี่ยเหรอ
Oh, what am I doing?
พี่ครับ
เสิร์ฟไม่ถึง
Wait, whoa. What am I doing? Those the closed captioning was not giving accurate at all. So let's go ahead and retry that, shall we? I didn't realize the subs were already on there.
รู้ไหมตั้งแต่ฉันเดินเข้ามาฉันก็ว้าวุ่นใจกับรอยอะไรอ่ะรอยยิ้มที่มีให้เธออย่างนั้นไม่น่าเนี่ยเหรอรอยอะไรอ่ะพี่ครับ
เสิร์ฟไม่ถึง
มีรอยอะไรไหมครับในกล้องอ่ะมีอะไรก็พูดออกมาบทผมว่ะลืมอีกแล้ว
ลืมเก่ง
โทษครับ
เสิร์ฟไม่ถึงอีกละ
รู้ไหมตั้งแต่ฉันเดินเข้ามาคุณมีอะไรคุณก็พูดออกมา
โมเมนต์ที่เสิร์ฟไม่ถึง
เหมือนกินวิตามินที่คุณประโยชน์ไม่ถึง กินทั้งทีต้องถึง เสิร์ฟให้ถึงความเนียน
แบบดรพงศ์แอสตาแซนที
เสิร์ฟให้ถึงจำชัดทุกโมเมนต์
ด้วยดรพงศ์แมกทีนแมกนีเซียมแอลทริโอเนต
เทคแคร์กันได้ทุกวัน
ต้องเสิร์ฟด้วยดรพงศ์ทริปเปิลซีวิตามินซี
ดรพงศ์เสิร์ฟถึงทุกโมเมนต์
เสิร์ฟ
Why did I think Dr. Pong was the name for Dr. Pepper or something? I had no idea. It was actually going to be a real doctor. That's so funny.
เสิร์ฟครบตรงปกทุกสูตรไม่มีกั๊ก
รู้ไหมตั้งแต่ที่ฉันเดินเข้ามา
ก็ทำให้เราสองคนได้มาเจอกับดรพงษ์ไง
ฟินแบบไม่มีกั๊กอย่าลืมไปซื้อกันนะ
Nice. Very nice. Peach and Thee never seem to end, and I'm loving it. First one is indeed Swan Lake. Indeed. That was Swan Lake. Phuwin is number 4 on the T-pop charts this week. Holy crap. Nicely done. Very good. It was 15 days ago. Pond made the 100 most handsome faces of 2025 list. New entry, number 79. Look at him go. Look at him go. Most handsome faces of 2025. You know, I didn't get even a mention. That's crazy. That's crazy. First comment says, there aren't 78 more attractive men than Pond. He should be number 1. If it's an international list, then I'm happy that he got it. Maybe next year he will rank higher. For me, it's a big deal if more people actually recognized him and not say, oh, BTS. That's a win. BTS. Oh, gosh. It's a world list. Any man from any country could be on the list. It's voted on by people, I think, or by bots. When I tell you that man is so fine, in all caps. Now I'm interested, who is the top 5 most handsomest faces? That's kind of interesting. Ever so slightly sadistic. What an interesting tagline to have. Apparently PondPhuwin can now talk. Converse.
เพิ่มพูนในหูฟังเพิ่มพูนฟังอะไรอยู่
ฟังเพลง Jasper
ร้องไงร้อง
Check it up Check it up จำเป็นต้องชอบไม่จำเป็นต้องชอบ
แล้วเพลงอะไรอีกมีเพลงอะไรอีกไหม
เพลงแรงอีกนิดครับ
มีอีกไหม
เพลงทัช
มีอีกไหม
มีเพลงหมดหน้าตา
ร้องยังไงร้องยังไง
แล้วก็เพลงแค่ในวันนั้นแค่ในวันนั้นฉันเอาแต่เจอทุกคนที่เจอความจริง
อุ้ยดำน้ำเหมือนพ่อเลยเพิ่มพูนในหูฟัง
That's
เพิ่มพูนฟัง
awesome.
อะไรอยู่
That's really cool. I'm glad that more of the mascots are starting to actually have voices. Otherwise, it's just, I mean, it's adorable just to have like this big, inflatable, fluffy thing kind of walking around and doing kind of like the slapstick kind of comedy. But it's a whole other thing to have them actually talking. Something about it is just even more adorable. As long as they sound okay, you know? They kind of have like that cute, high-pitched voice or whatever. Very, very nice. PondPhuwin are... They seem like good people. They really do. It's always fun to watch them. And obviously, it's always fun to see other people's opinions of them. Especially June. But, yeah, they seem extremely, extremely great. And the music is really good. Can't wait for the music video. What is that called? It's Love something? Love Scene. There it is. Can't wait for Love Scene. Looks like a very Western. They're literally all wearing a similar style of jacket. One's kind of a cow print. One of them's kind of like I just showed up in a town that's in the desert somewhere, and it's got tassels on it or whatever they're called. Literally everybody's got tassels. So it's very, I don't know what this is going to be like. It's kind of an interesting look for kind of that industrial looking background. So who knows? Who knows what the music video is going to look like? But it looks pretty interesting from what we saw. Number 78, most handsome face. The question is, what does Phuwin think about that? Pond made it at number 79, I guess. But what does Phuwin think about that? Is he like, wait, where am I? I'm not on the list? People saw him, they didn't see me? In every photo he's in, I'm in. I'm sure he was happy for him. But also, like, what's going on? What happened? All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It is Shane and Ilya. This is entitled 18. This is from season 1. This was posted 4 months ago, and the editor said, okay, so I'm dead. This video has murdered me in cold blood. Heated Rivalry has quickly become one of my favorite things on this planet, and I am incredibly grateful to be here to witness such a beautiful and well-made story brought to life. Nice. See y'all in 2026. By the way, as of me posting this, still haven't finished reading The Long Game yet, because for like the first time in my life, I actually don't want to finish this piece of media, because that means I'll be done. But I will finish it soon. Oh, man. I get that. I get that. Hey, I've said it before on this channel, I still haven't watched the ending of Black Sails because I'm really a huge fan of anything pirate related. So that show was just like perfect for me. And yes, I'm excited for Black Flag, the video game being released. But I never finished the last season because I didn't want it to end. It's one of those things where I'm like, dang it. I enjoy it so much. I love being in the world. I don't want it to end. I don't want to see the ending of it. I kind of felt the same way about Game of Thrones, honestly. Like, I was so into it. I was, I started watching it, I think, when they were airing season 7. Or no, 6. When they were airing season 6, I got really into Game of Thrones. And I finally gave it a shot. And all of a sudden, I just started binging as much as I could to finally catch up before season 7 aired. And I just made it, like, barely. And I remember thinking, like, oh, wait, there's only 2 more seasons or whatever. And I was just like, I don't want to finish this. I don't want to watch it. And I almost didn't watch the final season, which, in retrospect, maybe would have been a good option. But I almost didn't just because, same thing with Black Sails. I was like, I don't want to finish this story. I don't like concluding it because it's so good. It's so good up until that point. Ugh. I get it. I get it. I'm sure we all have that story, that world that has been built over seasons or pages, whether you're reading or whatever. And you just don't want it to end. You don't want to leave the fantasy. You don't want to leave these characters. It's so addictive. You're so into it. But you gotta leave it eventually. And I'll find a way to watch through that season one of these days. I actually started watching it a couple months ago, rewatching it. So I started off at season 1, got a couple episodes in, and I'm like, ooh, it's like it never left. It's like I never left. Oh my gosh. All right. Here's Shane and Ilya. It's entitled 18. This is the One Direction song from season 1.
I don't think I can keep pretending I don't like you anymore.
You don't like me?
Yeah, I do. I think I like you maybe a little too much.
Don't fucking do this, Hollander. I'm not.
Я просто надеюсь, что Шейн знает, как ему повезло.
Boston Lily's texting you. Have fun.
Why was that so hard? Because you like to be bad.
Yeah, that's all this is. You and me. Never mind. Okay. Get in. Do you want to go inside? Maybe it was at first, but no.
It's the cabin.
Not now, and
it's
not
the
for a long
cottage.
time.
When they tell you do commercial with me and not just alone?
I don't know, like 2 days ago? Why? When did they tell you?
No, they told me nothing. It was my idea.
But before that, it was nice.
Shane. It was.
Really. And it felt like we were something.
We can't be something, Hollander.
After who you want to be? If we could?
Your boyfriend is here. We can't.
That's not what I asked.
Is that what you want? To be together?
My boyfriend? So much it scares me. Hey.
So, you and her are not.
No, we're just not compatible. Not just being gay. It's you.
When did this happen?
It's a long story. See you next time. Next time.
Is it different with a guy?
Of course.
Is it better?
Yeah, it was better.
So being born in you is genetic.
Don't bear so on. Just don't. We can figure something else out, okay?
Okay. Okay. Come here. Come here. You're straight up blushing, Ross. No, Russians do not do this.
So when?
Oh, I looked up that word. Compatible.
Are you okay?
I will be better when I see you in your classes again. I thought I knew what it meant, but I wanted to be sure.
We all start gay.
You two had so much chemistry.
No, it was before that. Good luck in the tournament. Since our rookie season.
You will not be so nice when we beat you.
That's not happening.
No, it's not true. Since before that. How come scared? You're scared. But you're brave.
Do you feel better?
They nailed that scene with the parents. Every time I see that scene with the parents and they're eating breakfast or whatever, the conversation is so funny and interesting. Like, they nailed the dialogue there.
Happy? Holy shit. The cat was definitely you. I love you too.
Since rookie season.
Summer before.
Well done. Great edit. Great edit. Perfect song choice, too. I don't think I've ever heard that One Direction song. Really nicely done. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. Also, check out the channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. Maybe they interest you so much you want to request one of those videos. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and check out some information on Heated Rivalry. The classic took the internet by storm and frankly is still kind of taking it by storm, of course. In case you didn't know, in the Chinese Heated Rivalry fandom, Shane's nickname is pronounced Heelan Dao, I think. Sounds like Hollander. Interesting. Which means snow pea, or cutely shortened to doo-doo. No, that can't be pronounced like that. Snow pea. Meanwhile, Ilya's nickname is Yaya, or a cute way of saying duck. So Snow pea and duck. There they are. Snow pea and duck. Meanwhile, the Russian fandom is like, what if we take Shane and combine it with Ilya, or Ilyaha, Ilya's diminutive name, and turn it into, oh my God, I am so, Shilyuha, literally, no. Oh my gosh. Now that is an interesting ship name. Wow. That is something. I'm so dead. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Connor Story is really not nervous for his Met Gala debut. This just happened last week. A little over a week ago, maybe. I take that back. I think it was early May 4th. Quote, in these rooms, I feel like I'm able to just be myself and flow and move and chat. I think it's going to be a beautiful zoo. It's just chilling out, hanging out, waiting. Heated Rivalry star landed in New York City on Saturday evening ahead of tonight's Met Gala, headed straight to the Saturday Night Live set, where he made a surprise appearance during the broadcast to introduce host, musical guest Olivia Rodrigo's second song of the night, whose new single, Begged. Quote, we literally landed, dropped my bags off, instantly went to the studio, speaking by phone from his hotel room on Monday. As it turns out, when he hosted SNL himself not too long ago, the actor became close with Carrie Powers, the show's longtime talent booker. So when he told Powers he'd be in town for the first Monday in May, she invited him to stop by the show beforehand. As soon as he arrived at 30 Rockefeller in Midtown, she was like, do you possibly want to introduce Olivia's new song? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. From there, his duty was pretty easy to execute, he adds with a laugh. 9-second cameo during which he spoke exactly 4 words. Nevertheless, elicited giddy shrills from the studio audience. It was also nice to watch the performance and not be riddled with anxiety and fear and doubt and be able to enjoy it for what it was. That's so funny. Can you imagine? You're just sitting in the audience watching SNL and then be live, and then all of a sudden he just shows up and randomly introduces the musical act. She's like, wait, what? Thankfully, Story is feeling none of those emotions on this sunny Met Monday as he gears up for the glitzy zenith of his 6-month-long marathon of awards show and press appearances. Sartorial doozy that has taken him from the Golden Globes to the Winter Olympics to Paris Fashion Week, and now to the storied steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, MoMA, as it's called. As Heated Rivalry fans have pointed out, it was only a year ago last week that Story and his co-star Hudson Williams were officially announced to lead the cast of the Crave series. Prior to that, they have been waiting tables. Yeah, that's crazy. That really is. When you put it like that, it really is impressive. Just the rise that they've had. Wow. That's crazy. What a difference a year makes, huh? Life is totally different. He's at the Met Gala. Like, what? Throughout his, not saying the Met Gala is like this pinnacle or whatever, but for people, that put it in high regard, it's very highly regarded. Throughout his red carpet gauntlet, the Texas-born actor and his stylist, James Yardley, has developed a fruitful working relationship with Saint Laurent, with whom the actor is attending the Met Gala tonight. The label is also the official exhibition catalog sponsor of this year's Costume Institute show. I can't remember the theme of what it was. It was like wasn't it something like villains or something? I can't remember. Like Disney villains or interesting characters or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, the theme of the Met Gala, but Story's hitting the steps in a riff off the house's famous, it was Art. Art Come to Life. I think that's what it was. Famous La Smoking tuxedo, complete with a polka dot halter top with a, I'm not even going to say that, a bow train, a P-bow train. Ahead of the night's frenzy, a calm and collected Story gives GQ the pre-Met download. Connor Story said, I feel good, man. I mean, I love my look. I'm really happy with what Anthony pulled together, and I'm really happy with the guidance and ideas that James had. It's really cool to watch something start out as just a conversation and a concept come to fruition, so I'm happy. Feeling confident. Love New York. I always love whenever I get a chance to be here. What do you love about New York? I like the people. I mean, I live in LA, and I've been in LA for a few years now, and you just have to drive everywhere, which I love to drive, but you realize now that I have friends in New York. If I want to go to meet up with somebody, it's like, oh, cool, get on the train for 15 minutes and be around people and then fall into random conversations, walk around, see stuff, enjoy things. I think a walkability really affects the culture, and you can tell the people are way more, I go to diners and stuff because I feel like when I'm working, I eat at really weird hours of the night. People will, like cab drivers will come up and just start talking to me. It just feels like there's a flow. It's more social. It's funny because I think there's the stereotype that New Yorkers are a little bit more rough and ready to rumble, but I feel like the social element of it makes that not true. I would say it's probably a little bit of both. I've never been to New York, but I've obviously consumed quite a bit of content from New York. It's a little bit of both, and that's basing that on like interviews with New Yorkers saying like, yeah, there's a vibe to it. There's a vibe. What's your weird hours diner order? Oh, well, it really depends on how strict I want to be with my diet. The last time I went to a diner, I was in the Lower East Side. I think that's, of Manhattan. And I was doing night shoots for this movie. And I think I got home at 1 a.m., and it was the only place that was still open in the area. I got a ribeye steak with broccoli, and I got the same thing to go. Oh, he ate a ribeye steak and broccoli there at the diner, and then he took it home as well, like a fresh order. Interesting. Put it in my little hotel fridge and ate the steak cold the next day. Interesting. Oh, well. Is he eating a pork chop right there? What is happening? Late night diner protein maxing is New York meets LA in a really beautiful way. Yeah. I was really trying hard not to drink a ton of water because I feel like diner food always has so much sodium in it. Very true. So I'm just chugging ice water while eating this lukewarm steak. Oh no, that is steak. That's the to-go box? That's actually kind of a nice to-go box. That does not look like steak to me. Why? Looks a little too like white, doesn't it? Almost looks like protein. That looks like a pork chop to me. Do I know what? This picture's throwing me off. That's New York hustle culture. We're really nose to the grindstone, steak in the middle of the night type energy here. That's funny. That's very funny. I think it's going to be a beautiful zoo. It's going to be some chaos. I can imagine a bunch of photographers yelling at you, over here, over here. Smile. Smile with your eyes. I can imagine, but yeah, I mean, I feel good in these rooms. I feel like I'm able to just be myself and flow and move and chat. You just naturally fall into stuff. I'm excited to see everyone's looks in person because I've historically always seen photos of the Met Gala afterwards. But half of these looks and dresses and stuff, you're like, oh, I have no idea what that looks like in person. I feel very lucky. I think a lot of the women have it much harder than I do. I hear stories of girls being in their cars for an hour not being able to sit. I'm not sure. I'm sure some of them have started whatever extravagant hair and makeup they have 6 hours before we even get ready to go. So I think comparatively to a lot of other people who are involved, I think I have it pretty easy. Whenever I just talk about it with anyone, they're like, yeah, it's going to be crazy tomorrow. Everyone's French that I talk to from Saint Laurent, and so in a French accent, it's going to be insane tomorrow. That's funny. I'm excited to see my girl Zoe Kravitz. Met her very briefly at a party a long time ago, so I'm excited to see her. Oh, a fellow attendee for Saint Laurent. You two are brand fellows. We're in the fam. Excited to get to know her more personally. Who else? I'm also excited to see Huddy at some point, Hudson Williams, because I haven't seen him in a long time. From what I understand, once you get past the carpet and inside the Met, you'll just get to hang, which I think is part of the beauty of the event. Bunch of cool people in cool outfits just walking around and mingling. I'm not going to lie, part of me thinks that that is just boring as all heck. It would be fascinating the first time around, but I think the second or third, I would be like, oh, gosh. You know, at a certain point, maybe I'm just like, what do I have to say to these people? I don't know. I think the first time would be very interesting because you're in that kind of like, I've never done this before headspace, and you're like, this is crazy. I'm assuming after that first or second time, you're just like, what am I going to say to these people? I got to come up with something interesting to say. You know, it puts a lot of pressure on you, and you're mingling, you're like people watching, and then somebody walks up to you and you're like, oh gosh, what if I don't know this person, you know? And you're just like, hey, you. And you're just hoping that somebody else around you says their name so you know their name. Does being on the red carpet feel like an extension of acting? That's really interesting. I think being on the red carpet doesn't feel like an extension of acting. I'll be honest. I'm a very visual person before acting really took off. I've had a million passions, one of them being clown, but also one of them being photography. I've always just loved the aesthetics of fashion photography and editorial. So I really enjoyed that element. And so it feels like an extension of photography. Feels like live photography. I think there's an element of acting. You do feel kind of different in different clothes. Tonight I'm going to be feeling super sleek. I'm going to be feeling really strong and powerful, and sometimes you want to feel rich and relaxed. I think it taps into my visual sensibility of liking photography and fashion. James, my stylist, is really great because he's cut from the same cloth of seeing things as a full picture and adapting these characters or these versions of myself and being like, okay, what does this make us feel? What's the situation this is for? Watched by Omega. Interesting. So I guess at some point he took the jacket off and revealed the top. As you can tell, I'm kind of done with reading. I'm just looking at the photos. Hudson Williams turns into a shirtless Balenciaga matador at the 2026 Met Gala. You get a closer look there. This evening, heated Rivalry star Hudson Williams marked his very first time attending the Met Gala. No pressure, right? That would be extremely, nerve-wracking the first time. Erinette's boyfriend was sure not to disappoint on a high-stakes red carpet. The actor leaned into full-on heartthrob dressing, wearing a custom Balenciaga look designed by, I'm not going to butcher that name. He was, after all, announced as a friend of the house earlier this year. Very cool. Very interesting look. Honestly, that looks pretty comfortable. That looks wildly comfortable. Powder blue two-piece suit, complete with folded over trousers, was inspired by a 1947 bolero jacket from house founder Cristobal Balenciaga. Taking its cues from the traditional Spanish matador suit, they kept the spirit of the original garment alive with all-over geometric black crystal embroidery and tassels. For a more current hunk-approved slant, Hudson chose to wear it without a shirt. Chiseled abs, gracing the Met steps into the delight of onlookers. It wasn't just a naked display of exhibitionism. Either it aligns with the exhibition inside costume art, which is centered on the body. Contemporary tailing also came with other dramatic accents, such as wide pointed white collar and sweeping black side train. That detail, too, nodding to the muletas used by matadors. Very cool. Counterstory bears arms, shoulders, and high heat style in his Met Gala debut. He's given face. Given face. He flipped the trailing fabric back and forth as photographers cried, "Do it again! Do it again!" He then strutted to the main event, letting it flutter behind him in the breeze. Story gave a nod to the gala's fashion is art. That was the theme. Fashion is art. Got it. Dress code by pairing the top of the tailored black suit, dazzling diamond-like brooches. Even though it's his first Met Gala, he has already carved out a signature aesthetic at high-profile events around Hollywood. Regularly fuses Mick Jagger-inspired rock star flair with tailored, glamorous Saint Laurent pieces, working with stylist James Yardley. 70s-inspired pieces for other red carpets, accessorizing with Tiffany & Co. jewelry, retro sunglasses, silk shirts. Story knows what he likes. And I think with that in mind, it's led us down a road where our collaboration has led to using similar silhouettes, but that have always been slightly different. There's always a bit of something to talk about in there, said the stylist. Only a year ago, the breakout star was working 40 hours a week at a Los Angeles restaurant. That is crazy. That is crazy. Life is unreal sometimes. That is so wild. He literally held the Olympic torch this past year. Like, what? Going from working 40 hours a week at a restaurant to carrying the Olympic torch within 1 year. That is incredible. Incredible. Kind of crazy how that can happen sometimes to people. It's not going to happen to us, but, you know, kind of crazy how that happens sometimes to some people. That's pretty amazing. Sometimes the co-stars and friends match each other with their ensembles. In March, they harmonized in sheer looks for the Vanity Fair Oscar party. Story and Williams, who had a hand gently around his co-star's waist, posed for photographs in dark trousers and diaphanous turtlenecks. Diaphanous? What is that? What is that? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Whisper light semi-sheer tops crafted from delicate materials like mesh, fine jewelry, or silk blends. Oh. Gotcha. I am so glad that didn't pop up anything NSFW. Mesh. Good grief. That would have been bad. I should probably not search for things randomly while on stream. That's probably a bad idea. But now we know what diaphanous turtlenecks are. It's just mesh or sheer turtlenecks, apparently. Just used for layering. Interesting. Hudson Williams calls for Heated Rivalry fans to stop shipping him with co-star Connor Story. This was posted last week. Quit it. Stop it. Stop the ships. Send the ships back home. Dock the ships. Will that make other people do that? No. No, man. No, man. You're too in it. You're too in deep. There's no way. The ship's already out. They're at sea. You can't call them back. They've gone too far. RPFing gotta stop y'all. I don't even know what that means. Following their Met Gala debuts this week, Hudson Williams has released a statement calling the Heated Rivalry fans to stop shipping him with his co-star Connor Story. Since the gay hockey series hit Crave last year, fans have long speculated about the pair's sexuality, given their authentic depiction of queer roles on screen. Writing on Threads, which is that Instagram secondary app. I mean, come on now. What is that? Why do we need more? No, we do not need more. Wrote it on May 5th, the day following the Met Gala. Williams wrote, RPFing gotta stop, y'all. What does RPF stand for? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, because I am not in the know. I do not know what that means. Real person fiction. Oh, RPF, real person fiction. Ships real people rather than fictional characters. I literally did not know there was a specific term for that. I thought it was just all shipping. Whether they're real, they're fake, imaginative, it's just shipping. I had no RPF. Interesting. Most commonly pushing romantic ideologies onto celebrities, musicians, and actors. Williams' outburst followed a now deleted Instagram post showing himself at a Met Gala afterparty, accompanied by Rihanna's 2016 song Woo, who also attended fashion's most prestigious night of the year. Okay. Well, what about that post was shipping him with anything? Like, it literally just looks like it was a post showing himself at the Met Gala after party. Heated Rivalry boys made their Met Gala debuts on May 4th in two very distinct looks, though eagle-eyed fans were quick to point out one similarity. Oh boy. Hudson Williams and Connor Story wore Balenciaga and Saint Laurent to the Met Gala, embracing the 2026 theme costume art with the dress code Fashion is Art. Connor Story wore Saint Laurent, notably a sleeveless black and white polka dot, extra long top in silk, blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what that is. Sweeping the steps of the Costume Institute at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Williams wore a custom Balenciaga look designed under creative director blah, 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 inspired by a 1947 Bolero jacket by house founder Cristobal Balenciaga. The Canadian actor paired the outfit with a black silk cape, widely seen as a nod to his co-star. I mean, I don't know. I mean, one of them's like a matador, and then the other one is like, I don't even know what. Maybe? Who is Hudson Williams dating? Well, definitely not Connor Story. That's what I'll tell you. He did not reveal her name or when they began dating, but hinted their relationship goes back years. Williams wrote that she has been with me since my 2000 gold Mazda Protege smoked and squealed, and I had no job. Oh, 2000 gold Mazda Protege. Oh, let's take a look at what that looks like. And yes, we're searching again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Baby, what a beaut. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Cars were not very good looking in the 90s and early 2000s, were they? Most of them were just, especially the sedans, were just kind of gross. Like, that is not attractive at all. The fact that it was gold is just icing on the cake. icing on the cake. Story is not publicly known to be in a relationship, nor has he publicly labeled his sexuality. Excuse me. Though he was rumored to be dating Heated Rivalry co-star Francois Arnaud after being spotted out for dinner together earlier this year. Williams and Story have previously made it clear that their relationship is purely platonic. Quote, Hudson and I are best friends, Connor clarifying the relationship. Speaking on the talk show The Society on CTV, Story explained that their relationship has blossomed off screen, so much so that they now have matching tattoos. Hudson and I are best friends. We became really close and really quickly, and it's much easier to get intimate on camera and fall in love with someone if you're friends. Man, I wonder what it was that really sent him over the edge of those comments. I guess it had to do with the comments on that post, basically saying they're dressing for each other and whatever. Maybe he was just trying to do his own thing, and then people were just like, "Oh my gosh, was this a nod to Connor? And is this your signal? Is this your secret bat signal that you're, with Connor or something?" I don't know. It's just, I'm assuming that really sent him over the edge because he was looking for his moment, right? Because at this point, I mean, it's tough because you got famous, you got really famous worldwide for being in this pairing, if you will. But you still, I mean, obviously, if you are in his spot, you want to be famous for yourself. And, oh yeah, also you were in this thing that was super famous. But it's not the case. He hasn't built that up yet, unfortunately. He's only known as the Rivalry guy. Oh boy. That probably kind of irked him a little bit, which honestly, I totally understand. It would irk me too. I would feel probably a little sensitive about it. Like, guys, I'm at the Met Gala. Can we comment about me, please? It doesn't have to be a ship thing. Like, we don't have to always constantly talk about that. I get it. He got a little heated. He got a little, sensitive about it. He was probably just looking for his own kind of like, way to go. You did it. You look great, But instead probably got assaulted with, did you do that for Connor? Are you guys together? Next time, are you guys going to do like couple stuff? I get it. Yeah, well, that's to be expected, I suppose. That's to be expected. People ship. Shipping is popular. It is what it is. I bet, I don't know. That's a tough spot to be in. That would be really tough to be in. Because it's like, you want to be your own star. You want to have your own career, right? You literally are your own actor. But you're known so much for this thing. This other thing that is like super passionate fan base, and it's worldwide, it's international, it's huge. And at the same time, you're trying to grow your own like personal brand. So it's like difficult to do. You're trying to do it, but every time you do it, all your comments are just filled with the ship. Oh man. Yeah. That would be tough. I wonder what he's going to do. I mean, I don't have any advice. I wonder what he's going to do to kind of shift out of that, or like try to build his own personal brand where it's not as overtaken or overcome by the ship. I assume when the show ends, then he can try to start building other stuff, but I think while it's going on, he's kind of screwed. He's kind of screwed on the personal brand front. And just accept it. Just accept it, I think it's tough because he's only been this famous for like a year. So he's getting used to it still, right? He hasn't had multiple years and just dealing with it. And it's tough if you're on social media and you're not, one of those actors that just doesn't have social media and it just doesn't affect you and you never see any of it. Like if he didn't have social media, it probably would be much easier. But obviously if he's looking at comments and he's still treating it as if it's a social network, where I think a lot of celebrities, they either have PR people running their social media or they're just literally treating it as a blast. Like, here's photos. Here's where I'm going to be, on my world tour. That kind of interaction. More of like, I don't even know who, Tom Cruise. Like his social media is very much like blast, PR blasts, right? It's like, hey, come check out this movie. Hey, thanks for checking out this movie. Hey, got a new movie in the works. As opposed to like, I don't know, One name comes to mind, SZA, who's in a lot of comments, on Instagram and whatever. She treats it honestly kind of like social media. She's on there. She's looking at it. So I think Hudson's just gonna have to kind of treat it like a blast. You know, get your message out and get off. It's kind of unfortunate, but it would save him a lot of like stress. Apparently, it's getting to him. That would definitely help. There's my advice. I don't know if it's worth anything, but there's some 2 cents from yours truly. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. This wasn't a short stream. It was pretty good. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Be sure to follow on Twitch if you would like to check it out live. If not, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Check it out later, of course. Shout out to all of you on YouTube. I know that's where the majority of views happen. So shout out to all of you. Be sure to subscribe. Check out the merch, toddreacts.com, if you would like to literally request videos and control the stream. It is all yours. I have given it to you. You are in control. Please be gentle. Join the Discord. We'll see you in there. Have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. If you're working during the summer, I'm with there. I'm with you there. It's not great. It's not fun, but we're making it through. We are making it through. We are going to enjoy the summer as much as we can. And if you're off for the summer, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Live it. Live it to the moments. You are having the best times of your life, potentially. Enjoy it. Get the most out of it as you can. Don't wake up at 2 p.m. every day like I used to. I look back at that and I just go, what was I doing? What was I doing? Oh, gosh. All right. I'll see you, everybody, on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye, everybody.